If you want to be prepared for April, and you want to know the altcoins that have the potential for massive gains, then you should definitely watch this video till the end. Hello everyone, welcome back to Big Bang Crypto. My name is Sam and let's get straight into it. Alright guys, in my last video I talked about this orange line and showed you why this one is so important for Bitcoin. Here are some examples for a very important price action, as you can see in Bitcoin's price history. Now, in my last video I talked about the situation here and I said that if Bitcoin is able to get above this orange line, at that time it was at $62,000, then there is a higher probability for a very heavy move afterwards. Why did I say so? Because as you can see here, for example, in 2017, as soon as Bitcoin crossed this orange line, we had a massive pump. And there's also other examples in the past, but this is what is possible. Now at the moment, as you can see, Bitcoin is very close to this orange line and it is approximately sitting at $65,000, something in this price zone, depending on how you draw this line. But I think $65,000 makes a lot of sense. And so this means if Bitcoin is able to cross $65,000 in April, we could see maybe one of those events that we won't forget during this bull market, a heavy move that will bring us all the way up close to this red line, somewhere around $90,000. This is possible because Bitcoin did something like this in the past, and not only one time. So if you take a look at this situation here, it pumped all the way up close to this red line, so this could happen again because this red line is playing a heavy role for Bitcoin. It's like the center of all the movements, and when Bitcoin is able to cross this, then I think that this bull market will really take off. And my target, as I told you, is around $800,000 because Bitcoin always moves from fib to fib. As you can see, I think, like I said so many times, this is the best fib constellation you can have for Bitcoin because every time it crosses one of these fibs, something huge happens. Like you can see here, it crossed this fib, it found support on it, and now look at this amazing rally. And I think that with all the institutional money coming into the space, this is not crazy anymore saying something like this. Now what you can see here, I have the weekly support and resistance line, these two white lines as you can see, and also this bigger support here on the weekly chart. So I think if Bitcoin at some point crosses below this line, this could be potentially the beginning of the bear market, and the first sign for this could be this first weekly support that you have down here. So I'm trying to find something similar to what we're seeing here, and as you can see, this is the 21 weekly moving average, this white line here, and this was very close to the line at that time, to the white line, and so I tried to draw something like this, and here as you can see is the 21 weekly moving average, and so maybe the position of this weekly support is like this, but we will see it in the future. Now when we go to the current chart that I also showed you, especially on our Discord, I talked about this rising wedge formation that you can see right here, and I said, alright guys, if we fall below this rising wedge, there is a probability for testing lower levels. But in our Discord I said some days ago, hey guys, be prepared, it's possible that we get back into this rising wedge, so it's like a fake breakout here, and we come back and see a heavy move instead because, for example, the April is, in my opinion, the most bullish month for Bitcoin if you watch the price action during the last 10 years. And now, as you can see, Bitcoin is really preparing here something. On a daily chart, as you can see, we have now a very nice bottoming tail bar on this moving average, and this is here in this chart, it is the 13 moving average. and it is above it. It is finding support here, and we have this bottoming tail bar. And so I wouldn't be surprised to see Bitcoin really pumping during the next days, all the way up to this resistance here of the rising wedge. And this could bring us potentially to $8,000 if we just move straight up, or a little bit higher, as you can see. So I don't expect Bitcoin to just go vertical. It's going to be more like this, and then we could see higher targets here. So if we just copy this, move here, just copy this and put it to this position here, so we could reach something like $85,000 to $90,000, and I think this really makes sense. All right, so that's it for Bitcoin. I'm really bullish at the moment, and I think something is preparing here. Now, going to the altcoins that I think have a huge potential. The SFP, this is the coin that I already showed you, and I said, hey guys, get into SFP. There is a heavy breakout possible. It was on this chart, on the futures chart, and when I mentioned it, it was below this line. It was somewhere around, I think, $2. And now look what SFP did afterwards, because of my analysis, the technical analysis and the fundamentals as well. I showed you this coin in my previous video, and yeah, I think it has a heavy fundamental side when it comes to partners, when it comes to the product and investors. So I'm not surprised by this. I also talked about Ravencoin in my video, and Ravencoin was below this line. I said if we cross this line, I think a heavy pump is possible, and now look at what happened. This was a huge pump. Now we're back down at this zone, and I think as soon as Ravencoin is able to get back above the 20 cents and finds a daily close above it, then I think a huge move is also likely. In Discord, I talked about Lisk. I said that I see a big potential for Lisk to take off here, and this is exactly what happened. I think it was somewhere around this zone, and now it's really taking off, because it is one of those coins that are lagging a little bit behind all the other coins in terms of gains. Now, going into Binance Coin, this one is breaking out. It broke out about this above this W here, had a nice retest here, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it moving higher from here. So this is looking really good to me. So I would get into this coin above this zone here, so above something like $315, or up here at this zone where it couldn't find a daily close. So if it is able to close above $337 on a daily base, then we could see much higher levels for Binance Coin. Litecoin is also giving us a nice W here, and I think that at some point Litecoin will take off. It's still away from its all-time high, so there is a lot of potential here to see a heavy move coming. Ethereum, a lot of people waiting for it, is very close to a breakout. It's showing us also here a bottoming tail bar, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Ethereum pumping above this W. So I think a price above 1,927 or above its all-time high here makes a lot of sense, and to get into a trade or buy in when it is above this line here, maybe a retest and then taking off. So I'm definitely watching this one. Going over to Link, it's giving us something similar here. So we have this trend line, and I think at some point Link will follow Bitcoin and get above this resistance here. As you can see, we're somewhere here in the support zone, so it found support, and I think $30, getting above $30 again, a daily close above $30 is very bullish for Link. Then we have Polestarter also giving us here something, although I don't like how these moving averages are looking right now, so this cross is not that nice, but if it's able to get above this moving average here again at $4.25, then I think it's a kind of reversal of what we're seeing here in the chart, and then it could definitely take off. It's a huge project, so would definitely make sense. Now this coin, I think don't have to really talk about it. It's not that beautiful. I don't know why it's in that list. Here, as you can see, what I want to show you here is recurring patterns here. So breaking above. This time it broke above, but it came back down, I think, because they all dropped like Bitcoin did. And I think the next time it gets above this line here, could be very bullish for this project. There's again SFP. Coming to ADA, a lot of people don't know what is going on with ADA, why it is not taking off. I think what we can see here is a W pattern again, and I think $1.50 is the key level here. So a close above $1.50 is very bullish for ADA. So I will definitely wait for this to happen, but I think we don't have to wait much long, because if April is that bullish, ADA will also take off. Dogecoin. Look at this, also one of the coins I'm really bullish on, and as you can see, it's in this sitting inside of this triangle, very close to the apex, and I think a move will come very, very soon. It can happen every minute, so definitely watch this coin. And I think if you want to get into this coin, what really makes sense is to get above this moving average here. So because this will be resistance when it breaks out, so it could break out and go back down again, and get above this moving average later. So this is the 55 moving average here. So definitely I would only get in if it gets above this on a daily chart. Now this coin, Origin Protocol, I don't know if you have heard about this one. I think it's one of those coins you should definitely have on your list. It's a NFT marketplace, and I think it's the future of the marketplaces for NFTs. They have an amazing team, amazing product, and a lot is coming in the future, and so I think you should definitely have this one on your radar. Of course, it had its breakout, so maybe not now the best time to get in, but at some point it will give us an opportunity, maybe with a trend line or something, and then you could definitely think about getting some of this token here. XRP, a lot of people don't know what is going on with XRP. I want to show you this formation here. This is, in my opinion, a head and shoulders reversal, as you can see, so I wouldn't be surprised if XRP takes off here heavily, because as you can see, if I'm correct, this is a huge head and shoulders reversal, and the target is definitely somewhere close to $1, testing $1 for XRP. And as you can see here, we're getting something like a bottoming tail bar on this 13 moving average, so I wouldn't be surprised to see it taking off. Of course, this line is not that beautiful, so it's a little bit tricky how you draw it, what you're going to wait for, but I think if you get above this wick here, so above 78 cents, I think this is a good idea. Or getting above this trend line, so this would be at the moment at 60 cents, and then putting your stop loss down here so that if it turns around, you're safe. EasyFi, look at this beautiful head and shoulders reversal, a huge one, a heavy one. So when this one breaks out, then it could make a massive move, and you can get this one also on Binance. As you can see, it's a Ethereum pair, so you have to get it this way, but that's not a problem. So I think as soon as it has a daily close above this trend line, it's definitely worth taking a look at it and trying to get in. RLC, as you can see here, is also giving us a kind of W here, and I think a daily close above $2.77 is a good entry, and it is preparing something, as you can see here with this bottoming tail bar. So I think if you not only take a look at fundamentals, at technical analysis, but also at fundamentals, then RLC has huge potential. So definitely worth watching it and taking a look at their website and the product. So I think you're not doing any mistakes, and this coin is just getting started, as you can see. Axion is also one amazing project, and I think you should definitely take a look at it. And I think it has a huge potential, and also just getting started here. So I have my trend line here, and as you can see, there is still a lot of room to grow for this coin. And so take a look at the fundamentals. I think it makes a lot of sense to watch this coin for the future, and just from technical analysis point of view, I think it's just getting prepared here to give us a heavy move upwards. Now these coins I don't want to show you, but they are in this list. Now I think this is enough for this video. I have two altcoins that I want to share with you also, so you should definitely watch the next video that will come soon, because I think these two altcoins have huge potential from the fundamentals, from the technical analysis side, and also the product. The product they're bringing into the game is really, really amazing, and I think they will play a heavy role in the future. And so yeah, watch the next video, guys. Thank you very much for your attention. Have a nice day, and we'll see you soon. Bye.